Modern Warfare Zombies is just 2 weeks away, and in today's video I want to go over my personal wish list that I've been kind of creating for the past few days. And this isn't stuff that is 100% going to be in the game, it's very likely, and it's just some stuff that I would love to see later down the line. As always, be sure to comment down below and let me know what stuff you'd personally want to see inside of the game, as that would be really cool to see. The first thing that I want to see is way more wonder weapons that we already have, and I know we're getting 3 of them, the ray gun, the Wunderwaffe, and the brand new Scorcher, but I would love to see some other wonder weapons from previous Call of Duties to come back, as I think that this Call of Duty, especially this mode, is like the perfect opportunity for the perfect kind of sandbox experience, which is essentially what Outbreak was in the first place, giving you all of the possible things inside of Cold War and just creating a whole mode about it. This time around we have Modern Warfare Zombies, which is way more open world than we've ever had, and it is way more sandboxy in my opinion, so hopefully we will see some of the wonder weapons. The first one I think that we will probably see, because it was inside of the cinematic trailer, is the CRBRS. This wonder weapon is from Mauer Toten on Cold War, and it is a really cool wonder weapon. It basically goes from different abilities that you can pick up from other enemies, so that's the one thing that I'd be kind of curious about how it would work inside of this mode. But it also is pretty cool because it does have characters from the Requiem team, which are currently dead, but I think it would be pretty cool to see them come back in some kind of way. Again, since it's a sandbox experience, mosh pit, whatever you want to call it, I think they could add it, and especially since it was in that trailer. The other thing that I would love to see is the Crystal Axe. I don't know if it will make sense inside the storyline, but this is from the Forsaken storyline, or Forsaken map on Cold War as well. The reason I would love to see this bad boy is because it's a melee weapon that was also a gun. It's just like a really cool combination. It is also a weapon that I think would be very good on clearing out huge horde of zombies, because if you don't know, Modern Warfare Zombies is going to have huge bunches of them, and I think that would just work really well with the combination of being able to use that swinging on the axe itself and also the shooting ability. You just have infinite ammunition, and I think it would be pretty cool to see. The next one is the good old Thunder Gun. The reason I would love to see the Thunder Gun inside of the game is just because obviously it would clear out huge hordes. It's the best thing to probably go through just huge rounds of zombies, or I guess huge hordes of zombies, but rounds, I kind of combine two things there, and I think this bad boy would be really fun to see coming back inside of the game, and it would be very exciting. The next one is a Sickle Fire, which is kind of like a different wonder weapon from what we've seen in the past. Obviously it's one that makes zombies slip and fall and completely makes sense on Die Rise, but I don't know how it would make sense on Modern Warfare Zombies. The main reason I don't know if it would really make sense on Modern Warfare Zombies is just because obviously there isn't too much high ground, but there still is, and that's why I think it would be pretty cool and fun to see. It's also a wonder weapon that I think would just be goofy and really just different. Maybe they could even add some new interesting features onto it, maybe some elemental upgrades onto it. I know that's a bit of a different one, but who knows, maybe you could have like a Slick Fire thing where you shoot and it shoots out, I don't know, Slick Fire stuff, but it also burns them. Who knows, anything could be possible. I just thought of that on top of my head. Now obviously I would again love to see as many wonder weapons as possible. I just kind of went over the ones that I would personally want to see. Obviously there's like Ray Gun Mark II, Ray Gun Mark III, there's the Ray K from Cold War, which is also one that could clear out hordes of zombies. There's just so many wonder weapons out there that I think would work very well, but these were just some of the ones that I would personally like to see. The next thing I want to talk about is perks. We are going to be having 9 perks, and the one perk that isn't coming back from Cold War, since they are all the Cold War ones, is Mule Kick. Now I'm not going to talk about Mule Kick just because I don't think you really need Mule Kick with the way this mode will be working. Everyone will be essentially dropping you ammo, which will remove the Cold War aesthetic of what Mule Kick did, and you'll be essentially probably able to use 3 weapons inside of the game just because there will be a backpack feature inside of it, so we don't really need that kind of a perk. But the one that I would love to see returning, and I've always said this every single Call of Duty, and that is Widow's Wine, or anything like the Widow's Wine. We did see it kind of returning inside of Black Ops 4. I can't think of the perk name off of the top of my head, but this bad boy would be amazing to return, and again it would work perfect in the whole like huge zombie horde experience. This perk, if you don't know, Widow's Wine from Black Ops 3 essentially covered zombies in webs and just kind of let you escape if you ever got cornered. Now I know that this is a huge zombies experience, but from the gameplay that we've seen, I think that a lot of situations you might actually end up getting cornered by just getting surrounded by zombies, and you'll be probably inside of buildings, and we don't exactly know how many zombies will be spawning inside of those, if they'll be running in and just cornering you. I think Widow's Wine would be a perfect get out of jail kind of escaping thing, so I would be really excited to see this bad boy. And I know that Black Ops 4 introduced a bunch of different perks inside the game, none of them that I would specifically love to see returning. I would have never said that I would have loved to see Death Perception return, but then they kind of changed that perk completely inside of Cold War, so maybe seeing some of the Black Ops 4 other perks reintroduced and kind of done differently. There's definitely some highlights out there, but you know, we never know. Widow's Wine is definitely my #1 list that I would love to see, and I hope if it's not in Modern Warfare Zombies, please Please COD 2024 bring it back. I just love that perk so much. The next one is I hope we will see a solo mode overall inside of the game. Right now, if you don't know, you'll have to specifically spawn in either just by yourself or with 3 other players. And you might be wondering, how the hell would solo work in this? Well, I mean, kind of, you know, just having the whole map to yourself. I know that would remove the whole co-op experience of the mode, but I think having this kind of a thing would be very interesting and kind of put a different spin on it, you know, just playing all in the same map all by yourself, trying to go up all those hordes by yourself and not having the possibility of being rescued would definitely put a bit of a challenge on it. I think they could do a little game mode out of it, which is the next thing I want to move on. Before we fully move on though, I think this would be pretty cool, like a solo experience in some kind of way. But yeah, game modes, I really hope they bring back Cranked or some things like that, and I don't know how it would work with like a huge amount of players. I think that would really spice stuff up. Maybe it would be like a tournament kind of a thing, or at least competitive, where it's like the other teams have the ability to obviously continuously survive if they get the amount of kills, but they could die, and if they die, their team loses. And this would kind of really create a very interesting atmosphere inside of the map and kind of like an interesting challenging area to it. Now this is exactly not going to happen, or I don't even know if we'll have game modes, but just seeing stuff like that is really cool. And maybe seeing stuff from like, I don't know, Grief or stuff like that will be also really fun. Does open up a huge possibility. And I remember we were supposed to see a bunch of game modes inside of Vanguard, which got like cancelled from my memory. So who knows, maybe they can be reintroduced inside of this like huge open world experience with other players. I think that would be pretty cool to see. The next thing is I would really love to see Verdansk come back inside of Zombies. So there's little leaks going around that Verdansk will be coming back next year into Warzone, and obviously if it does, it will have a Warzone map. There's already Rebirth Island and Fortress Keep coming back. Hopefully, we will also have a Verdansk Zombies experience. I think that would really put a nice spin on it all, and just having the ability to just explore Verdansk, just kind of like a DMZ experience on that map. I think I would love that map even more. Personally, I've never been a huge Verdansk fan, but I think just having zombies on it might spice some stuff up, and it will be a familiar one for a lot of players, including me. So who knows? Maybe we will maybe put a spin on it and have like a huge nuke explosion in it and be like, ooh, zombies related stuff, because obviously zombies did invade the map. I think it would be really cool. Maybe reintroduce it as a small map, because the next thing I want to talk about is round based. I had to mention round based. Round based is like the default thing that we all kind of want, you know, inside of any zombies experience. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a person that doesn't want to see round base. I'm just a person that is okay with a different change. But if they do want to reintroduce round base in this in any kind of way, if it's an outbreak style where you'll teleport from region to region, or if it's an actual map, I think a Verdansk map would be really sick to see. Specifically, again, with the topics that I mentioned, where, you know, zombies did invade that thing and we had to nuke it. So who knows, maybe it would play a bit more into the zombie storyline. I know that something did happen because Ghost himself did find information about Requiem and zombies and stuff like that. So we do know that, you know, it's all involved in some capacity. Again, Soap is also inside of Model for Zombies, so, you know, it's all connecting somehow. Speaking of all connecting, the next thing I want to talk about is the storyline. I'm really connecting all these things in some kind of way. Now, obviously, the storyline, we don't exactly know. We know that Requiem is dead. We know that Ravenov is back. There's new bad guys all around the place. One thing that I would love to see is Samantha in some capacity figure out a tiny bit of the potential COD 2024 storyline. And of course, lastly, I want to see my boy Richtofen. I hate the idea of him being revealed in the last game and me again having to be like, why'd you take him away from me? I love Richtofen. I was waiting that whole goddamn game for him to be revealed. Best reveal in my opinion that we've ever seen. Just that music, everything about that end scene is just perfection in my opinion, and I just want him. If he's dead, tell me he's dead. I want to know Richtofen is, you know, in some capacity still involved with the storyline, and we don't have to wait till COD 2024. I know it's just a year away, but man, I can't. Give it to me, please. Also, some other interesting things, we'll be seeing some other Ether storyline related stuff, and even potentially seeing Infinite Warfare Zombies in some kind of way, or even the Chaos storyline, as we do know that Chaos storyline is somehow connected to all of this from what we found out in Vanguard and Infinite Warfare, since, you know, there's like a bunch of Infinite Warfare Zombies related stuff now popping up everywhere in Modern Warfare 2, and now from what we even found out in Modern Warfare 3, specifically with like posters and reused assets. But who knows, maybe we'll see that kind of a thing. So yeah, that's a bit about the storyline. And the last thing that I want to talk about is hopefully we will be seeing a lot of really cool weapons coming into the game. This isn't specifically for zombies, it's actually overall for the Modern Warfare 3 game itself, because if you don't know, there are leaks out there that we are going to be getting season 3 inside of the game, and it's going to be advanced warfare themed with advanced warfare weapons. This will be amazing. Imagine seeing weapons from Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1 potentially inside of the game. I doubt they'd have like an actual specific, maybe Black Ops story related one. I would love to see stuff like the AN-94 coming back, my boy PPSH, the Thompson, a lot of World War II weapons that are really cool, a lot of Black Ops 2 weapons that are really cool. Personally, I'm a huge Treyarch fanboy, so I love all the like Black Ops weapons and stuff like that, but also seeing other stuff from Advanced Warfare, which, well, they developed 2 World War II games and Advanced Warfare, so we already know about one, but you get my idea. I think seeing other weapons will really open up the like possibility of what you can do. Overall, having over 100 weapons inside of the game is already insane, but having potentially weapons from other Call of Duties, again, going back to the beginning of the video, opens up like this whole mashup of everything, mosh pit experience, everything like that, and that's really exciting. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did watch this far into the video, be sure to subscribe, be sure to drop a like at the video. If you want to see more Modern Warfare Zombies videos out there, definitely be sure to look on the channel. We are constantly uploading daily right now Modern Warfare Zombies videos leading up into the release of Modern Warfare Zombies, which is on the 10th of November, which I will be covering like crazy because I'm just really excited to play this. Is it going to be a perfect mode? Probably not, but is it going to be fun? Hell yeah. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.